So if you're looking into Belmont, you may notice its popularity is increasing.
Tucked along the Catawba River, just 15 miles west of Charlotte.
It's one of those towns that you go to and you think, man, this place is really cool. It's going to boom. And then you go away and a few months or a few years later, you go back and yeah, it boomed and you didn't get involved in it. Belmont is at that place right now where it's a great little town, but it's got all the makings. It's a tremendous community around Charlotte, but I think it's going to appreciate and boom. According to the Charlotte Business Alliance, the region has gained about 157 new residents per day. That's more than 57,000 people moving into the region in a single year. And people are moving here for jobs, lower cost of living, access to an international airport, pro sports, restaurants, many different types of lifestyles, and of course, lake communities, golf communities, and the historic smaller towns that are within a short drive of Charlotte. And that's what we're talking about today with Belmont. Charlotte is growing to the west, and Belmont is right in the path of that growth. So, just a quick minute on where Belmont is in the Charlotte area. There are two Belmonts. There's a neighborhood area just east of Charlotte. It's right in here, and it's a really nice part of town near Noda. Lots to do. But what we're going to talk about today, Belmont, which is due west of Charlotte. It's about 12 miles. It depends on where you go in Charlotte. There is an alternate route to Charlotte, Highway 74. It's in parallel to 85. The other thing about Belmont you should know, as you go south from the town proper, this is the one road in and the one road out if you're going to Charlotte. So be aware that the middle school, high school, and the Harris Teeter amenities are here. Downtown is here. And a lot of the suburbs we're going to talk about today are down this highway and down on the end of the peninsula. So there could be maybe 5 to 10 minutes more of a commute. Obviously, any relocation with a family that has children, education is huge. Niche.com can help you identify, and I recommend strongly going on niche.com. So, a little history. It was originally settled in the 1750s as an agricultural spot on a peninsula between the two forks of the Catawba River. An engineer named John Garibaldi built a train depot as there were trains and railroads going down to Atlanta. I'm going to circle it here. See if you can spot it as we tour Main Street coming up.
The Belmont Abbey Basilica, one of the most stunning Gothic cathedrals in the American South. That heritage still stands in stone, was built by the Benedictine monks over 150 years ago, and is still here. It's a fantastic liberal arts college today.
As Belmont Abbey College continues to grow its honors program, it's a beacon for students seeking a highly transformative educational.
By the early 1900s, textile mills in Belmont were spinning cotton into prosperity.
And like plenty of towns in the South, cotton and the Industrial Revolution really changed things. This textile boom created a lot of mill-centered towns across North Carolina, given stable blue-collar jobs, prosperity for much of the 20th century. And then in the 1980s to 2000s, due to offshoring, costs, world markets, a lot of reasons, the textile industry in North Carolina declined. But Belmont and many other towns have fared well. And today, Belmont has transitioned to a thriving town with a rich history. Case in point in Belmont, here's the Chronicle Mill transformed into apartments. leveraging the history of the past with its present beauty and utility going into the future. So, as we head into downtown Belmont, I started my day at a special place, a non-profit cafe run by the Holy Angels. It's called the Cherubs Cafe, and it's employment and vocational training for individuals with intellectual and developmental challenges. If you're in Belmont, check it out. So we're driving down historic Main Street, and you can see the buildings are renovated in good shape. Lots of business activities going on. Nellie's Southern Kitchen. It's a family-owned restaurant by the famous Jonas Brothers' parents. Actually, their great-great-grandmother. The family remembers her as an incredible cook, a gracious hostess, focused on simple, fresh ingredients and making people feel at home. The Stowe Mercantile Company building used to be the company store for the mill, and now it has become an outdoor apparel and gear store. Neat place. Of course, there sits the Garibaldi station right next to it. So we're going to turn off of Main Street and go around the back of the buildings of Main Street, where there's just even more restaurants, Italian, pizza, you name it. There's even a brewery, Jekyll and Hyde Brewery, awesome beer. And so this town has bounced back from the days of textiles and gone full bore tourism. Lots of activity. The Abbey's going strong, and it's a great base to be your neighborhood commute for a nice weekend out. We took a quick run through Del Webb Riverside. This is a new Del Webb gated 55 plus community to the west of Belmont, not far from downtown. It's a very relaxed neighborhood. You can get low maintenance homes, walking trails, clubhouse, plenty of activities. It's easy to meet people there. Instead of worrying about yard work, you're meeting friends for coffee, fitness classes, cooking classes. If you're ready for a place where you can stay active, have fun, and really enjoy this next chapter, check out a Del Webb facility. Brand new homes range from 1,200 square feet up to 2,000 feet, and depending on the finish level, you can be in a home from $400,000 to $600,000 in this neighborhood. This plan of the new activity center is underway in construction. It's just fantastic. Check it out. Next, we're going to go to Forest Bay, which is a small, higher-end single-family subdivision. Many of the homes are right on Lake Wylie and near to South Point area amenities. Homes are custom 4 to 5 bedrooms, 3 to 4 baths, mostly 3-car garages on full lots, close to an acre lot. It gives it that low density estate style feel compared to typical production neighborhoods. Price points start at a minimum of 700 to 800,000 and go up from there. If you have a waterfront property there, it can go well over $1 million up to $2 million, and there are a few homes over that. Beautiful subdivision, quiet, again, great location. There is a lot for sale. Talked to the owner of that lot, and he's looking for 450,000. It is a waterfront lot, fairly typical. All the amenities of Lake Wylie, the Catawba River, and up to Belmont. Highly recommend Forest Bay. It's not a big subdivision, 25 houses or so, but there is turnover. And if there isn't, I can look into finding folks that do want to sell. Just let me know. So Forest Bay, Misty Waters, Hunts Point, and McLean, Reflection Point are all of the southern part of the peninsula near Belmont. These are all exclusive neighborhoods that have properties that are over $1 million or more, elegant homes. So here's a satellite view of Misty Waters. It's a nice rambling few streets through the forest along Lake Wylie. All the lots are oversized. The homes are beautiful. A community slip may be an option. For those houses that are not waterfront, But in the meantime, if they're not, there is the Morning Star Marina right next to the Drift Chop House in South Point, McLean, about a 5-minute drive away. Now, slips have to be attached to the property, and if they're not, there are a fixed number of slips. So they do come up for sale from time to time, and they have to be purchased from one of the other property owners in the neighborhood. The prices vary, but between $30,000 and $40,000 is what slips typically sell for. The HOA fees are in this neighborhood $28.80 a year, which gives you, your privacy, private roads, the gate, water feature out front of the subdivision, or I should say resort. And it does give you access to this clubhouse or pavilion, and the pool that's in front of the pavilion. And down here you can see the boat slips. So it's a beautiful setup. Privacy, exclusivity, nature, the lake. This would be a great choice for you if you want this executive lifestyle. Reflection Point was planned as a custom home waterfront neighborhood on Lake Wylie. Wasn't a single builder production subdivision, so while the neighborhood originated around 2006, Reflection Point is a custom home community with an intended eclectic European look and feel as you look at the architecture and strong emphasis on the harmony with neighboring homes in the natural setting. Reflection Point is not loose or casual. The HOA protects the design, the quality, builder quality, and the neighborhood. It usually resonates with luxury buyers because they're paying for predictable standards, visual consistency, and better long-term neighborhood presentation. I mean, life revolves around the lake here. A lot of residents have boats, so weekends are boat days. Drop down to your dock or go over to the marina, idle out, and you're in open water. The neighborhood gives you that resort backdrop, clubhouse, pool tennis, pickleball, walking paths. There's a small beach that's just beautiful, and you can bump into your neighbors there and talk, not just wave to them from your car. It's all noticeably quiet and well controlled. And for some buyers, that's the whole point. You're paying to know that 10 years from now, the street will look and feel like a luxury lake community. So you live at the lake without giving up the career in the city. And when you pull in the gate in the evening, it feels a lot more like pulling into your vacation property rather than a subdivision. The area was designed as a master, unified plan with multiple villages and neighborhoods, connected trails, connected architecture, rather than a patchwork of separate, unrelated small developments. So the noteworthy destinations, the Carolina Thread Trail runs through here, along with the Seven Oaks Nature Preserve you can see on the map. The Morning Star Marina is here, and the famous lakefront dining Drift Restaurant. So the community is physically and socially tied into all these destinations. You can't find any other spot that has so much going on. All south of Belmont on the peninsula. Seven Oaks is a collection of about 100 modern, low-maintenance townhomes designed around walkability and all the benefits of McLean as we just talked about. Lock and leave convenience, farmhouse-inspired exteriors, and open, light-filled interiors. Seven Oaks townhomes are around 2,000 to 2,400 square feet, depending on the model. And you can start in the 400s and go up from there. Great way to have no maintenance and spend all your time outdoors. Now, McLean South Shore is a single-family section with larger homes on generous home sites, offering more traditional forever homes, living with access to the club amenities, a clubhouse, pool, lake-oriented recreation. South Shore delivers larger, custom-feeling single-family homes, 2,700 square feet on up to around 4,000. Prices range from $700 to $1 million. It's a great neighborhood. When you're talking about McLean, you have to mention Stowe Conservancy. It's 30 acres of formal gardens, an interior botanical garden, 8 miles of hiking trails and walking trails, dog areas, and it's just a beautiful botanical garden, and it's right in the middle of the community. Again, 8 miles from Belmont. Homes in Mountain Island Harbor generally range from around 450 up to 900,000. 4 to 5 bedroom ranches, 2-story plans, upscale finishes, and access to the preserved areas. The shoreline buffer protects this shoreline, as the lake, Mountain Island Lake, is a drinking water source for Charlotte. A lot of folks that live down in Belmont will come up to Lake Island and put their boats in because it's a nice weekend lake. So just a short drive from Mountain Island Lake and Belmont is the Whitewater Center. Saved the best for last on this video. I just love this place. It's a massive outdoor playground on the Catawba River where you can raft, zip line, mountain bike, or just relax with friends by the water after a long week. The Whitewater Center is 1,300 acres of outdoor adventure and recreational parks, and it's built around the world's largest man-made whitewater river. It has multiple river channels to test your kayaking skills, rock climbing, and there's restaurants, beer gardens, and event spaces. It operates year-round with day passes, annual passes, single activity options. It's a great place to blow off steam. Okay, if you have feedback on this video, please respond below in the comments section. And if you want to plan a visit, just give us a call. We'd be honored to help you.